Hello there, I'm Josh, this is Alex, we are the target audience. Content is made for absolutely everybody, but we think it's specifically made for us, and we hope it's made for you as well. Today we're watching episode 9 of Firefly, Ariel. Last week we watched episode 8, which was Out of Gas. We got to see Maul meet a lot of the characters that we didn't see in the pilot come onto the ship, the characters that were already there, like Kaylee, Wash, Zoe, and Jane. Yeah, I can't forget Jane and Inara. So got to see all their kind of a little bit of their backstories. That was a lot of fun, and it was another emotional episode as well.
Yeah, I loved that whole episode. I can go on about it all day in terms of A, B, and C plots, literally just being the same characters in different time zones, using lighting and different atmosphere, and like it's so seamlessly changed, so you knew exactly what time period it was for the most part. Yeah, I mean, we can just make this part 2 reaction of that first episode, but it was great. But we have to move on because, you know, there's many more seasons of this show to get to. And
yeah. No, there's not, but there are 5 episodes and a movie left, so we're going to get jumping on that. If it's your first time here, first 8 episodes of Firefly are already here on the channel. We're also watching Star Trek, the original series. We're about 2 seasons through that, and there's a bunch of other stuff we've watched you can go check out. And if you ever want to see our full, uncut reactions and discussions, check out our Patreon. The link to that is in the description. Make sure to subscribe, become part of the target audience.
Whatever you have to eat. It's good. It tastes like...
Good.
Can't blame her.
Big stop just to renew your license to companion. Can I use companion as a verb?
All companions are required to undergo a physical examination once a year.
Oh, that's interesting. Probably for the best.
What the hell?
Ooh, that looks like a deep cut.
Oh.
He looks better in red.
I'm sorry about this. I don't know.
Shut it. I ain't talking to you. She gotta go.
Maybe wait for him to finish her stitches before you before you have this conversation.
You better start locking up your room at night. Next time little sister gets in a murdering mood, might be you she comes calling on.
This is my boat. They're part of my crew. No one's getting left. Best you get used to that.
You owe me a shirt.
She's to stay confined to a room at all times. No exceptions.
It's like she had been acting normal the last couple episodes.
yeah, she had some good, funny moments, was kind of useful.
Anyone who can't find work ain't looking hard enough. We ain't even looking at all.
You can stop looking. I have a job for you.
Trying to get back in their good graces.
You can't take the sky from me.
Hopefully by the time this is over, I'll remember every word in this so I can sing it.
It's a common immune booster called isoprobalin. Street value for a dosage this size, 50 platinum.
Oh, he's going to sell his drugs.
At a hospital like the one in Ariel City, they'll have shelves of that stuff. It's more than enough payment for what I have in mind. If I can get River in there, I might be able to figure out what they did to her at the academy.
So we get you and your sister into the whatcha-thing, and you tell us how to clean out the hospital.
We'll have to look like we belong.
And oh, everything's been so dungy and dirty. We kind of seem like a clean city here.
Yeah.
Now, all of these items are easy to obtain. They'll get us up to...
The classic showing them do the plan while they're talking about it. Every heist movie ever.
The formula ain't broke, don't fix it.
But we're unable to get a neural reaction from either. Unable to get a neural... Response.
Sometimes it's just me trying to memorize the lines in acting class or spots in wrestling.
Captain Reynolds and the others will have to pretend we're dead to sneak us into the hospital. But once we're inside, we'll wake up. Everything will be fine.
Oh, he's going to be asleep when they go in.
I don't want to go to that place. I don't want to die.
No one is going to die. It's okay. When this is over, I'll be able to help you.
Last week I asked for more advancement on this story, and here we go.
Applied cortical electrodes. Unable to get a neural response. Applied the cortical electrodes.
Now this I like. This all looks real.
Yeah, I love that lighting.
Ways by the time we got
Take
there.
him down to the morgue.
We applied the cortical electrodes, but we're unable to get a neural reaction from either patient.
Oh, no.
That was set up perfect.
What's he up to?
I mean, we know he's in the business for himself. Is he reporting him?
I'm in.
Do you have the fugitives?
You got my reward?
Yes. Just like we talked about?
Oh.
We'll see you shortly. Congratulations. You're about to become a very rich man.
Jane! No!
Damn it.
No, not Jane!
Copper for a king.
Jesus.
This is one of the top hospitals in the Corps or anywhere else.
Where you should be. You have to help him.
River, we don't have time.
He's killing him!
Code Blue!
Uh,
Stay here. Don't move.
well, at least people, like, just screaming out random stuff in hospitals is a little bit more normal.
32-year-old double bypass post-op. Prognosis was positive.
BP 60/20, pulse is ready.
Who are you?
He's crashing.
Get the card.
Who are you?
What did you give him?
Just 20 of Alprazoline push.
Clear. Explain to me how you justify administering a vasoconstrictor to this patient.
Alprazoline is a painkiller, not a vasoconstrictor.
Unless you combine it with dilaftin. Which any first year should know is the standard prep medicine your patient was taking before his surgery. Your patient should be dead.
We never get to see him be like a tough guy, so I'm glad we got to see him, show someone up.
Just goes to show, like, he takes it, seriously, even though he's not pursuing being a doctor at the moment.
And he's a good person. Ooh. Remember seeing, like, the Iron Man graphics for the first time, where he's, like, playing with, like, 3D.
Yeah.
I remember it blowing my mind.
But Firefly did it first.
They stripped her amygdala.
Or what?
You know how you get scared or worried or nervous, you push it to the back of your mind, you try not to think about it. Your amygdala is what lets you do that. It's like a filter in your brain that keeps your feelings in check.
Brains are so crazy.
Plan changed when you were out. We're meeting out the back way in 5.
Well, I could use another couple minutes. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We're just going back to the ship.
I mean, I feel like he didn't learn that much.
Federal marshals, don't move! You are hereby bound by law.
Yeah, besides taking out a certain filter out of her brain.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's useful information.
Under arrest for aiding and abetting federal fugitives. Better get a lawyer.
You kidding, right?
Oh, they arrested him too.
That's a cool weapon. I knew exactly that was going to happen. I mean, I didn't know that guy was going to take the money, but I knew they were just going to also take him down. Like, come on, Jane. You're smarter than that.
10 minutes past rendezvous.
Fed's got him. Have her bring up a hospital schematic on the cortex. Find me a way into the security substation.
Ooh! There you go. Oh, nice. You're done.
Let me get the paperwork together for you. Bobby, bring that here.
Oh, it's the same two guys from way back. Ooh. Oh my god.
Are they killing anyone who knows about her?
Gotta love the chain of betrayal. And that was probably the most brutal thing in this show, I would say. I like the camera work on these guys. if Jane's gonna get out of this without anyone knowing, I mean, yeah, they're all dead. No one's gonna know ever what he did.
No one's gonna know. Just enough little development for us to keep that in mind. Like, okay, this guy's not. I know you had some fun with him, but remember, he's an asshole.
What's going on here?
Oh, well, let's see. We killed Simon and River, stole a bunch of medicine, and now the Cap and Zoe are off. Spring and the others got snatched by the feds.
She's just like, oh, another day at the office.
Next time we come to the core, I'm staying with the preacher.
Oh, you hadn't come, you wouldn't be getting your big payday. So,
It's like he's talking about the medicine, I think. But Jane, I don't know. Does he know?
We wouldn't be standing here if it weren't for him. Thank you.
Hey, you're part of my crew.
Jane, help me with the cargo. Everyone, make yourselves useful. You got jobs, go do them.
Dude, he knows, man. He knows.
Do you think he knows?
So what are you buying with your cut?
You were right! You were right!
Hey! The hell are you doing?
We locked him up.
We're about to, airdrop him.
Job's done. Figured it was time for a little chat.
Oh, dude, were you right? Oh.
You called the feds.
What? I got pinched!
Which is what happens when you call the feds.
Dude, just give it up, man.
Okay! I'm sorry, alright?
Sorry for what, Jane? I thought you'd never do such a thing.
What are you taking it so personal for? It ain't like I ratted you out to the feds!
Oh, but you did. You turn on any of my crew, you turn on me. You did it to me, Jane.
What are you gonna tell the others?
I hadn't thought about it.
Make something up. Don't tell them what I did.
The next time you decide to stab me in the back, have the guts to do it to my face.
Oh, thank God I pressed the right button.
Yeah, didn't accidentally press that jettison button.
Can I come in?
Do you remember why we went to the hospital?
Time to go to sleep again.
No, Mimi.
Did he concoct something that's gonna fix it?
What the hell could he have? Someone that's gonna regrow her amygdala?
Ibuprofen? Oh, what a tease.
Wow.
What a tease.
All right.
You ask for... I have a knack for that. I ask for something and I get it. It's weird. If only that works in every other aspect of life, that'd be great. But yeah, we got a little more of the Alliance. We literally brought back two characters that I completely forgot about. I started to remember them when they came back, the two basically Men in Black agents with their, blood wand. That was super cool. Yeah, man, this episode was fun. A good heist episode, structured like any other heist. You even said it, describing it as they're doing it. But, hey, if that's what it is, that's what it is. That's fine. But I just love the whole... It could have been just that, just the heist. But I love the extra layer of reminding us that Jane is only there for the money. And he, sold them out to the government. And, they set it up like, oh, no one found out. We're going to go back to normal. But Malcolm, being the smart captain that he is, figured it out. And that whole ending where we thought... I honestly thought we were going to lose him. I was afraid, It's like... some TV shows have the guts to kill off a major character, shows like Game of Thrones and others. So I totally thought, hey, this could be it. But I'm glad he lived. I'm glad. And we might see some normal River next week. I'm kind of pumped for that. No Shepard, I think they did drop a line that they dropped him off at some retreat or something. Which is, I like him a lot. I think he does provide a lot. But like I said, you can't have every character in every, little side plot story. So that's okay.
This episode, for a lot of it, not that it was bad or anything, but I was just like, oh, this is a good episode, but I wasn't as into it as the last three that I've really, really loved, each of them. But this one, that last 10 to 15 minutes really just kicked it up a notch above, and we saw things that we haven't seen in the entire series from a tension standpoint, gore and violence, even a little bit there, and then a lot of the humor too was really good. Obviously Jane is a big part of it, we'll talk about, but I gotta point out Simon the doctor. I mean, his best episode in my opinion, both from the actor and from the character and the development and the writing. I mean, that scene alone where he's kind of intimidating that guy that had them held hostage, where he's like, look, I know you're not in charge, either tell me what's going on or shoot me. Just scenes like that, like where he all of a sudden had this courage this episode, and obviously because he wanted to figure what was going on with River. So I actually really liked that, and hopefully that storyline continues to be, on this new, level that's a bit better, because earlier in the season it was kind of the least interesting part. So that's kind of grabbing me more and more.
Yeah, I mean, even in the last episode where they kept pushing him down, making fun of, he tries to tell a story. Jane's like, yeah, whatever. But he finally got to show hey, I'm a player here too. And, and played like a hero character, just saving this random person in this Alliance hospital. And in terms of sets, yeah, the lighting, I remember when they first went into the hospital, the helicopter lights are coming in, and it's all dark and cool.
They also they do a lot of writing off characters for episodes, like this one, for example. Inara had to go get her annual physical, so she's kind of written out of the plot, but she's still in the episode. I think this is actually the first time that a character on Serenity just is not in the episode at all with Preacher. Ron Glass was just not in the episode at all. And that's unfortunate. I do think it's that's a negative, because he's really great, and he's kind of the glue sometimes of the crew, both with his comedic timing and his dialogue, but also just as a character. He's not going to have that tension with anybody like other people, so he kind of breaks the ice sometimes. So I missed having him there. I feel like it would have been fun. He's not going to partake in stealing medicine from a hospital probably, but maybe he was just busy, the actor, or they just truly didn't have anything for him. I don't know. Again, one of the best scenes of the show, again, between Mel and Jane. You already kind of talked about it a little bit, that scene at the end where he has him about to get sucked out of the ship. I didn't buy it the whole time, but then right at the end, when Jane was like, don't tell him what I did, and just that look on his face, I was like, oh, they're actually going to do it. And then Mal, last second decides not to. I don't know if he knew the whole time he wasn't going to kill him, or if he really decided in that moment when he saw that look from Jane as well.
Yeah, Malcolm is ruthless, and he's a tough SOB, so I totally thought he was going to do it. What's that quote from The Dark Knight? In their last moments, people show you who they really are. And, Jane thought he was going to die. He's like, hey, don't tell him what I did. It's like, huh, I thought that was an interesting choice, where it's like, hey, don't tell him that I screwed him, I guess.
Yeah, he was okay with dying, but he doesn't want them to think that of him.
Yeah, I thought that was very interesting, and I'm glad they, just adds a little extra layer to who this person is, because sometimes he seems a little one note, but I think he's a little deeper than that.
But yeah, okay. That's our thoughts on Ariel. Let us know in the comments what you thought of the episode. Is this one of your favorites? Agree, disagree with anything we said, let us know. And if it's your first time here, make sure to subscribe, become part of the target audience.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much for watching along with us. I'm Alice. This is Josh. We are the target audience. Content's made for absolutely everybody, but we think specifically made for us, and hopefully for you as well. Thank you again. See ya.